Welcome back, guys. So we've talked about the first type of content and something that suits Facebook is what we're doing. So the next type of content we want to talk about is an infographic. So it's going to be a design kind of content, but it has to be an infographics. So let's do this right now. Let's create this content right away. So I'm going to come to my new chat. Yeah, with some ideas you have as a content creator, you can actually refine your content. So let's say I want to create an infographical content about this. Okay, so it says 5 text skills that will pay infographical Facebook content. Yes, let's always highlight the platform. Facebook content about this infographics here, infographical Facebook content. So it's going to be 5 text skills that will pay your pills in 2026. So let's see. So let me just list the names because I'm into it, so I know what could be. So AI automation, yeah, content creation, yeah, content creation. Let's see, AI coding and development, yes. So social media management, yes, and the last one should be virtual assistance. Okay, so let's have it this way. So let me see virtual assistance. So we have all these. So let's have it sent. Those are the five. Those are my top five I'm choosing. So creating an infographic for Facebook requires a balance of high energy visuals and scroll stopping. So the visual layout, you have this sub headline, data economy is evolving. Are you AI automation specialist? Strategic content creation, AI assisted coding and development, data driven social media management, and specialized virtual assistants. So, yes, here we are. So, Facebook caption has this, and we have the Facebook caption. Now we need the design. So, how do we design that? So, I'm going to go straight ahead to Canva. I've shown you the website you could get Canva Pro from. So come to billardcreative.com to get Canva Pro. I've mentioned this over and over again. So once you come to billardcreative.com, you see a lot of tools that are available. So you could come get this Canva AI tool for a year to be used for your content creation process. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. So I'm going to come to my templates right here. So here in my templates right now, I want to come to Facebook infographics. Okay, so instead of a carousel, if you are used to social media content, carousel works better on Instagram, works better on LinkedIn, doesn't work on Twitter, which is X, doesn't work on Facebook because of the nature of the place. People don't really do the scrolling or do the checking of a carousel on Facebook. It doesn't display like a carousel. So we are replacing carousel with infographics. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how to design an infographics right now. So all I have to do is to search for templates and search for infographics here and the templates. So we're going to see different infographics right here. All we have to do is to select something that could resonate with what we are trying to do. So here we have five something. So these are the type of things that actually could work for us. Yes, so this says 5. So let's keep going and see if we could see any other one. I think this would work. Yes, I think this will actually work. This could work as well. So there are a whole lot right here. So we just have to choose one of these. So we have this, and look at this right here. These two would probably work. Okay, and we just have to choose one of these. So these two will probably work. So we are going to choose one of these things we are seeing right now. So let me just choose this. So this now is one of those infographical kind of content, and it would work in place of what we should have as a carousel, and that's what we're trying to do right now. So we have all these. We could actually use something like this, or we could use something like this. They all would work. Yes, they all would work. So let's see. I think I will go for something like this. This seems cool. So I'm going to customize this. So it's just for you to choose a template. Having to choose a template, then you can now customize it to however you want. So let's see how we could customize this to what we want. So here we have the infographics. They are just meant to be basic anyways. So I want to start designing this. So how do I go about it? So I'm going to just come right here. This should be fast enough. So I'm going to just increase the zoom level, and right now, so let's try to change the color. So come to your upload and try to use your logo to get your color out. So I have to pick the logo, and having to pick the logo right now. So I want to do something like this. So let's pick this. So this now would be a blue color, so we can change all right there. But there's one more thing I want to change. So this is initially it. So let's take out the logo. And right now we could actually use the orange color. So the orange color now wants to be used at this level. So no, Control Z. So this is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to use this. Yes. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm going to take this out. So I've gotten the major color we want to use. So I could start creating right now. So let me just look for how to change some of these colors. Yes, perfect. And we're going to change the color layout first so that the whole design takes shape, the shape we want it to take and fit into our brand color. So I'm going to change all these colors. So far, so good. So here we are. So I'm going to change this color as well. So I'm going to change this. Let's see if that would really work. Yeah, I think it is perfect. It is looking perfect so far. So let's see how to change this color to a blue color. So let's see how that helps us. So here we are, and everything looks good so far. So now we can now start with the content. So I'm going to say the main content says 5. Yes, if you remember vividly, the main content says 5 skill. So let's come to the main content right here. So it says 5 tech skills to pay your bills in 2026. Yeah, so this is the content right here. So let's see how that fits into this. So I think I'll go with this. I'll go with something like this. Yes, this looks good. So we can do something like this. 5 tech skills to pay your bills in 2026. So let's input the brand name, which is Blood Tech Academy. Okay, we could just leave it at Tech, by the way. So we could leave it at Tech, and we have the content itself. So now we can now start inputting the content. So the first skill says AI automation. Yes. So I'm going to leave it at that, AI automation. This is perfect. So this will be AI automation. It comes into this. Yes, so this is AI automation, and the main content that follows says complaints don't want. Okay, so we have the hook, and the hook comes here. Okay, so it's meant to educate your users. Yes, so we have these complaints don't want what they want here, and what it is using tools like, yeah. So let's do this. Okay, so let's see using tools. Let's see what that is. So this is perfect to me. This is currently 14. I would have preferred to be a 16. Yeah, so to make it perfect. So this is what we are dealing with. So this now takes for AI automation. So this could be 24 easily. So let's make it 24 easily. So yes, so we're going to do something like this. I think I would have preferred blue to be the color here. So we can have it all complete. So here we are. Yes, so AI automation is the first. We are using 24. And the next, so we could actually change some of these if we have to. Yes, so we can change some of the colors. So let's change this color. Okay, so let's change it all through. Perfect, perfect. So this black now could be changed to something like this. So let's change. Okay, I think that will work. Or we could use something like a brown color because it takes the shape of the head as well. So let's do something like this. Okay, so let's change all. Yeah, perfect. And what else are we changing? We could leave the other colors right now. So that's for AI automation. So we go to the next. The next is content creation, of course. So let's take out content creation. So coming back here, we're going to input content creation for the infographics, and this right now we're going to make it a blue color this way. So right here we have this, and this will be 16 as well. Something about design is that your design has to be uniform. Yes, so and that's what we're trying to achieve here. So let's make sure our designs are uniform. So coming back here, strategic content creation, attention is the new gold. Yes, I agree. So copy this, come here and paste your thing right here. So we're going to come right here, and attention is the new gold. And the other thing says moving beyond just posting to creating high converting video, SEO optimized blog, and viral storytelling. So let's input this right now. So here we are. So we have this. So we have AI automation. So if I were to change some of these things, I could just come to my elements and look for AI automation. Just look for something to replace it. So I could say AI automation right here. Let's see if there could be something to replace this right now. So I'm going to come to this, and I'm going to come to graphics. Yes, graphics is where we at. So I could take this out and bring in something that streams AI. So let's see. So here we have AI automation. So we could use any of these actually. So we could use any of these. So this would look perfectly, it will fit perfectly into this what we're trying to talk about here. I think this looks good. Okay, so let me do something like this. Let me do something like changing this to like a blue color so it fits into what we want to do. So I'm going to change that to a blue color if that's possible. Okay, it's possible, yeah. So we can actually make it look this way. So that pops. Yes, so that is for AI automation. Perfect. So this now is for content creation. We could take this out as well. So let's find content creation instead here in elements. So I'm going to find content creation. So it even makes your design looks different to what others would do when they're trying to use this particular template. So yes, let's look for content creation, and we could actually easily use this. We could easily use this for content creation. So let's see. So let's bring this somewhere here. Okay, so let's do something like this. Okay, this is perfect, and the color could be changed to something like this. Perfect. So here we have this. So this could be changed to 24, of course, and there we are. So we've done the second. So let's go to the third. So the third is okay. So let me just make sure this is something that we could undo. So the color will change. So right now third one the third one is coding, AI assisted coding and development. So let's say coding and development simple, and we could just make it AI coding and development. So let's do this. So this will be AI, okay, coding. We could just leave it at AI coding. Yes, yes, let's leave it at AI coding. So this will be 24, of course. So let's say this is 24, and here we are. So this is perfect. This is AI coding. We have AI automation. We have content creation, AI coding. So we could change this. So let's find coding here in elements. So we can change that as well. So come to coding, and this will be taken out. So let's look for this. I think this would work. Oh no. So this is a pixel. I think let's look for something that would fit appropriately into what we're doing. So this, I think this will work. Yes. So we're choosing this. So let me make this smaller. So let me bring this right now. So here we are. So this is coding, AI coding. So this will be 16 as we've established. Yes. So this will be 16. And let's actually paste the sub content. So you don't need a CS degree to build software anymore. Perfect. So I'm going to copy this and bring this right now. Yes. And come right here to use this, leveraging AI to write debug. Yes. So let's copy this. So coming back here, I'm going to use this right now. Okay. So this is perfect. The AI coding thing. Okay. So Control Z. Okay, so let's do this and we're going to paste it right now. So that has been pasted. So this is it right here. And the fourth one, we have five, but yeah, okay, the fourth one now. Let's just do the fourth one. So the fourth one is data driven social media management. Yeah, so let's see social media management is the next one. So let's see how that fits into this. So let me see what we could do. So we could actually use this. So it says social media. Okay, let me do this. Let me use virtual assistants instead of social media. So we can make that the last. So we could say, okay, so it's going to be virtual assistants. Okay, VA. So we're going to come right here to paste this. And here we are. So the VA thing is not working. So this now would be 24 as we've done so far. So I could just make this come a little bit this way, and this could be a blue color this way, and here we are. So we could take something like this, and this would be somewhere here. Okay, so here we are. So let's make this 16. Yeah, let's make this 16, and let me just expand this a little bit. So the image, now let's use virtual assistants. So let's look for that. So let's look for virtual assistants. Yes, so we're going to replace that as well. So we have this right now. So let me use this. So this will be my virtual assistant. So let me bring this right here, and here we are. So an infographics is actually as simple as that. So when you're dealing with Facebook, you don't need to do too much. Yeah, so we have something like this, and I could just make it like a blue color, and here we are. So I'm going to Okay, so I'm going to input this right now. So I'm going to input this. We're going to come right here. It says from admin to executive partner. Yes, copy. So we're going to have something like this and come here. And the next thing is providing high level support. Yes, managing AI tools, calendar, and other things. So let's see. So providing high level support, and let's see how this goes. Managing AI tools, calendars, data operation for busy entrepreneurs. So here we have the website. So let's input the website name www.billardtech.com. So now we've simply created an infographical content. So here we are. So this is 4 so far, and we could actually make 2 with this. I could actually insert the 5th one if I want to make this not convenient. Let's do that. Let's not make this convenient. So let's do this. So we're going to make sure this is smaller. So let me say this could be like a 42. Yes, it could be like a 42. 42 is not bad. Yeah, so we could bring it this way. So this would have room to go up. Yeah. So let's lock in something. So I'm going to lock my background. So let's log that and let's start doing some of these things. So let's do some of this shifting. So I could just start my shifting from here. So it shifts the content so we can have the fifth one. So let's do that. Okay. So this is basic. Control Z. Okay. So let me see if I could lock this as well. So lock position only. So let's lock that. Okay. So come back here. Let me just take this. Let me see if that would work right now. Yes, it worked. So let me just take this up a little bit. Oh, one, two. Okay, I want to go back to where I was coming from. Okay, that would have been better. It didn't capture audio content, so that's why I'm going back. So what I want to do now is to capture the content. Yes. So let's say that has been captured. So I cannot go up right now. So I'll take this up so we can have the room for the fifth content. So it's going to go up this way. Done. So let's leave it at this. Let's say we leave it at this. Now the fifth one could come in. So let's take this last one. Okay. I don't need to take the last one. I should just take this. Okay. So I should take this. I think this will work. So let me take this. Okay, I think this is perfect. All I have to do is to duplicate this. See duplicate, yes. So once you duplicate it, you can bring what you duplicated. We can bring it somewhere here. Okay, so let's do something like this. Let's do something like this. I think this is perfect. So what I want to do now is to change the outlook of this. So this now would be the blue color, yeah. So this now would be the same blue color, yeah, and this one would be the same blue color, yes. So I think there's still more we could do. So this could actually go up a little bit. So let me just reduce this. I think the whole thing could go up a little bit. So let's do that. Okay. So let's do that straight away. So I'm going to do this. So let me take it up a little bit. Yeah. So here we are. Okay. So I think justice has been done. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be 5. Okay, this will be 5. Let's make sure it looks perfect for where it belongs. Yeah, so we are there right now. So this will be 5. So I'll make it 5. So it will be the fifth one, 5. And now is social media management. So all these have to go in this way. So the fifth one is social media management. So let's copy that. So we're going to say social media management. So this is it right here, social media management. And I'm going to come paste it right here where infographics is. So I'm going to control paste this. Yes. So we have this. And what we want to do is to make sure it comes this way. So we are here. So this is social media management right now. So I could bring this somewhere here. So this is perfect. This is perfect to me. Okay. Yeah. So social media management, and this now could be changed to social media management. So we can change the elements that comes with that. So social media management. So let's look for an icon that suits that. So here we have the graphics, and all we have to do is to choose the one that goes with social media management. So here we are. So let me see. And right now we'll be able to design our infographics. I think this would work right now. So we're going to take this out. This is meant to work. So I'm going to bring this somewhere. So this goes this way. So we have something like this to do with Ctrl Z. So I'm going to make this smaller so it comes right here and fit into the whole system. So we have this, and right here we have the blue color. Okay, so we have the blue color. Oh, Control Z, Control Z. So let's delete out this. I think everything looks perfect this way. So right now, let's just change the hook. So the hook right here says it is not about likes, it is about return on investment. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to bring this right here. Then take this down a little bit. And this says managing communities and using AI. Yes, growth for brands. So I'm going to copy this and paste right here. So this way we'll be able to design our infographics, and the next thing we want to do now is to get this out as a content. So we're going to say day 2. Yes, day 2 info infographics. Yeah, so this is perfect because of the brand color. This is the primary color and this is secondary color, so we are trying to follow the brand color. So depending on the brand you are designing for, whenever you are designing, make sure you're always following the brand color. And here we are. I think we have a perfect design already. So we're going to download this. I'm going to share this and I'm going to download it as png instead. So it's going to be png, and yes, make sure it is downloaded as a png. So I'm going to download that, and coming back to Facebook, it's time to post. So we've created the content. So right now it's time to post. So right here, let's create the post. So I'm going to take photo and come to downloads. So these are my infographics that would replace carousel posts on other platforms. So I will just take this. I've taken the infographics right now. Then we can now input the main caption. So the caption was created for us as well. So come here. So these Facebook caption options. So it says stop waiting for right time. Yeah. Whether you're a creative or a logic thinker. So it says, did you know by 2026 the most valuable? Yes, I think I will go with this option. So let me go with option B. So let's copy this, copy, and come back here to paste. So here we are. So it says, did you know? Yes, did you know is very important. So I'm going to come right here, and yes. So I'm going to just edit. By 2026, the most valuable art skill won't just be knowing how to use a tool. It will be knowing how to integrate AI into every workflow. We've broken down the top 5 skills that are currently dominating the freelance and corporate markets. So let's see. So let's see this would work. So let's take out all these. This is black tech, not black creative. So the hashtag will be black tech. So we have this, and one thing I want to do, I want to make this stand out. So let me come to LingoJam. There's a website called LingoJam Boded. Okay, boot text generator. So I want to use the LingoJam boot text generator for this. So I'm going to copy this right now, and having to copy this. So I'm going to paste my normal text right here. Then I'm going to get the bullet text right here. So all I have to do is to choose one of these bullet text to be used. So I'm going to copy and I'm going to replace this with this. So perfect. So here we are. So it's time to create the post. So I'm going to next this. So this is a visual. This is an image or photo kind of content, but with text attached to it, and these are infographics that is meant to replace a carousel on other platform. So I'm going to nest this right now. So I have my audience, which is public. My scheduling option now is what I want to do. I want to schedule ahead of time. So I'm going to schedule this to be a Monday, which is 9th of February. And the time could be changed as well. So let the time be around morning time. Yes. So the time could be around 9 a.m. So I'm going to schedule for later. So that is how to create a post, design a post, create it, and schedule. So I'm going to schedule this right now, and that way we've created an infographics. So I'm not going to add any button, just scheduling, and there we are. So this is something we could make do of. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.